My name is Tukei, and here at Brand Help, we help professionals, C-suite professionals, leaders, thought leaders, develop their personal brands and elevate their brands to take them to the next level. So when you talk about personal branding, did you know that each and every one has a unique identifier? You are unique to who you are. What does that mean for you? It means that even though we have something called brand core, and brand core is your skills, your attributes, your experiences, especially people living in the corporate world, you know that you are tied to your title. But do you know you're much more than your title? Yes. What I mean is you could actually be 10 doctors, but the 10 different doctors have a unique differentiator, which is literally their personality. And their personality is how they possess this aura to them that no one can have. You can never be me. I can never be you. Even when we talk about the same things, public relations, personal branding, strategic communications, we all have a different personality. And your personal brand comes in there. When you think of your personal brand, you don't have to think so humongously about each and everything and be worried about every tiny little detail. No, because guess what? You just have to be your authentic self. This is where authenticity comes in. Now, what we mean by authenticity is you bring yourself from not just 9 to 5, but also 5 to 9. Yes, you had that right. Many of us are stuck to our professional titles that when we go on social media channels, we're only talking about what we have to offer in the professional world. Now, the person behind the entity, you, the CEO, is the one people interact with on a daily basis. So you're literally the one people want to hear from when it comes to the vision of your company, the values of your company, because when you express from a human point of view, your tone, your personality, your aura, all that comes in to define who the personal brand of the CEO is, and that makes them relate to the brand of the company. But most importantly, again, we have to look at the aspects of trust. If people feel that they can trust you, that is because you communicate your values consistently. Guys, consistently is very paramount, because when you talk about consistency, it's because you're being top of mind, and a personal brand is about being top of mind. If they're discussing 10 different doctors, who is the one that will come up on top? The one that has actually been talking about things with a lot of passion. The values are being talked about passionately, and you can see this person has a story, because each and every one of us has a story to communicate, and in that story you'll find something that resonates with someone else, and they will connect to you, and they will build a strong emotional connection that will let them be loyal to you and your brand. So why should you care about personal branding? One thing, first, if you are trying to promote your company and it's probably a startup or even a big company, the one thing that you need to understand is there's something called organizational signaling. What that means is, from a personal brand, someone can be signaled to your organizational brand. Most of these social media platforms that we see, for example, LinkedIn and X, when people put in their bios and they brand themselves as the CEO of this company called X, there is already a signaling that goes to the X platform, and they'll probably go and click on it if you have tagged it to understand what does X do. So that's already a very good pro to why CEOs and all these company executives, the company leaders, should stay on top of their game by knowing that if they brand and connect what they do as a person to what they are doing in this company X, then it's very easy for someone to connect the dots. But also, we talked about brand loyalty. When you consistently communicate the things that your company does and you're communicating your story, people are following that story from start to finish. What does that mean? That they're going to stay loyal to your brand because they, again, believe in your values. Authenticity is also very key because no one wants to talk about something to a faceless brand. If you have company executives that are actually promoting what they're doing in their lines of work, maybe they are the lawyers or the auditors, the accountants, all these different professions, and they're talking about what they do in their day-to-day lives, and they're making an impact, and they're actually telling stories of the impact they are making, then it's going to be very easy for someone to trust that brand, because guess what? Someone will already perceive this company as a brand that only employs professionals that are interested in driving impact. And of course, not forgetting the angle of credibility. When you are constantly talking about what you love to do and you're passionate about it, everyone is going to notice, and they're going to start calling you for each and every media interview. They will call you for that investor meeting, because guess what? You have proven that you are credible because you're giving things that are valuable to your audience. Valuable content is key, because no one is going to follow you if they don't feel like you're giving them value, whether it's in the impact-driven communication that you're giving, or it's just the different tips that you're giving people. People remember that and they want to come back for more. Then it's going to be very hard to become someone that is not you. It's actually very difficult to forge a personality that is not you. You need to be your authentic self, and in that element, you'll be able to provide the value that people need. You'll be the thought leader in that space, and everyone will be coming to you for all that, especially when it comes to top tier content in your field. You're an expert. Remember that there is no one like you, because there is no one with your personality. Thank you so much. That is your unique differentiator. I mean, I can talk and talk until the cows come home, but for now, there will be other episodes. For now, let's end here. And please follow our socials on Brand Help. They're right here on the bottom of your screen. I will be coming back with more content on personal branding, public relations, how to promote your brand, but also using strategic ways, being a corporate communicator. Thank you so much for listening. See you on the next one. Bye.